Everyone hear me?
Yes.
I got a thing on my Twitter page that says, see what everyone's doing and do the polar opposite. So I'm refusing to get on stage. The other thing that I'm thinking of while I'm doing here, and Wesley can hear me on this, is I told him I had no idea what I was going to say today. Still don't. Because of listening to every one of you guys, who the hell am I to come up here and tell you something different? It's changed continuously. You're going to be 1,600 miles away from human beings. I'm going to ask people to care about each other more. All we want to do is shift humanity. Just a tiny bit. I'm going to contradict myself, probably continuously. I'm going to be out right left field. It might not make sense, but at the core you'll understand. What we're talking about is a simple public domain, I got 13 minutes, public domain phrase of pay it forward. Book, hell, Benjamin Franklin talked about it. Book, popularized it, turned into a movie. But at the end of that movie, the kid passes away. So you can claim it didn't impact you, but it did. It made everyone think that life was a zero-sum game. You did something good, something got taken away. That kid was amazing. Everyone loved Trevor, but he died at the end. So nothing came from that movie. It drove me frickin' crazy because it shifted me like you can't believe. I was 20 years old. I was negative. I hated my family, hated my parents, hated my job, hated everything. And it shifted me. But nothing came from it. Absolutely nothing came from it. A foundation came from it. But not much else. So we went on with our lives. We always talked about paying it forward. And in today's digital world of iPads, Facebook, Twitter, you need something physical. We need, good Lord, we need that human connection back. This event, Ron Boy, Shawnee, all you guys that put this together. Oh, and by the way, which camera's on? Tony, out in the UK? Just wanted to say hi. That was the thing you told me to remind you, all right? Just saying hi. We are in desperate need of the human connection. I haven't survived cancer. I'm not rowing a boat. There's no way in hell I'm doing that. I haven't survived a car wreck. I don't have anything in my life that I'm going to tell you that's going to blow you away. I don't have anything interesting to tell you. I grew up in a normal family. My parents were crazy just like everyone else's. But nothing in high school happened. Nothing groundbreaking. I don't have a new technology to tell you about, like all the TEDtalks that I've seen. Like Sixth Sense technology. I don't know if you've seen that one, but it's absolutely amazing. The only thing groundbreaking I have is how completely we have lost our way. What the hell has happened in the past 2 decades? What has happened? Why do we not care about each other? When I found out we were speaking, we got a list from Ron and Sean. It said, this is a certain thing you got to do. You got to rehearse. You got to give us your PowerPoints. I just refused to do that. Why? And one of the other things it said was controversy. No one's brought up anything today that's controversial to me. Well, I'm about to. I'm probably going to piss everyone off. I don't know if you'll let me sit there anymore. I don't think the world needs another coach. I don't think the world needs another bullshit self-help book with a 5 to 10 step program of how to be a better person. Our minds are not ready for that. I'm going to do everything I can not to cry. This has been an emotional roller coaster. This has been absolutely insane listening to each and every one of you go up and down and talk about stuff that I would never do in my life. But I think we need different. I think we need change. I don't think we need what we have had. We've got to do something different. We can't do what we did last year. We can't do what we did yesterday. We can't wake up, put gas in our car, go to a job we don't like, be told what to do by someone we don't respect, go home, tell your kids you're happy, and then let them listen to you in the next room about how miserable your job is. Wake up and then do it that same day. the next day. Do it again. We've got to do something different. We've got to do something different. And it drives me crazy how people treat each other. In a setting like this, yeah, you're next to someone, you're in a plane or whatever, you're smiling to them, but do you really give a shit about them? Do you care about what they have to say, or is that just passing time? The economy, the housing, everything else in this world is absolutely, positively not going to get solved until you care about the person next to you. No way. These government officials who we all look up to, who we voted in, who claim they're going to give you some new system. It may work for another year or two, and then we're going to crash even harder. I don't have facts to back that up. I don't have a degree like most of you guys in here do that are speaking. I have no master's degree that claim to back up any of the info I'm saying. I just have that feeling. I have a feeling that most of you in here and the people watching this, wherever camera's at, around the world, have a feeling in their heart that they want something different. They want some type of change. The world is in one of the most unique times it's ever seen. Ever. Forget the wars, forget the depression, forget whatever the hell's gone on before. It's begging you, absolutely begging you to do something. Please do something. If you think you care, you don't. If you think you're nice, you're not nearly as nice as you think you are. Because if you were, and all this coaching and all these self-help stuff and this motivation, all these classes you do, if that really worked, this world will be in a better place. And I can already see the fake smiles I'm getting from a few of you that are probably so pissed off at me right now that I can't even fathom. But this world needs simple. It needs pure, it needs genuine, it needs a politician to get up in front and say, someone told me to wear this tie. I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. I have no idea if that thing I just signed into legislation is going to work. We need someone to be vulnerable. We need someone to truly, legitimately care about humanity. Someone's got to care, man. Someone has to change this up. Someone has to do something. So what happens tomorrow is different than what happens today. There's a scene in the movie Men in Black. Remember when Tommy Lee Jones is trying to convince Will Smith to become a Man in Black? And he's sitting on that park bench? I love that scene. And he says, 1,500 years ago, we knew for a fact we were the center of the universe. 500 years ago, we knew with every ounce of our soul. The smart people told it to the dumb people. We told our kids. It was in our books. It was everywhere in the world. Everyone in the world knew for a fact that the world was as flat as this stage. Right now, everyone claims for a fact that we need money to make this world go round. That we need a job. That we need a corporation. That we need a government, that we need a God, that we need whatever. What are we going to know in 2 weeks, in a month, in a year, in 2 years, we're going to look back on and say, holy shit, how wrong were we? How wrong were we to truly believe that's the way we went about life? I got 6 minutes. The one thing I know with every ounce of my soul that we need is we need to care about each other. The one thing in this world that all 7 billion people can be a part of is pay it forward. And I'm not going to go tree-hugging hippie on you and tell you we're all one and we all need love. I'm not that way. But we need to care more about each other. And for everyone out there that says, well, I'm just trying to get through the day and put food on the table for my family and whoever I cross paths with on the way to work or on the way to school, wherever I go, that's not my problem. That's not my flat tire. That's not my problem. Person needs food, homeless, whatever. It is your problem. If enough of us start struggling, if a larger amount of people truly start struggling as much as a lot of people are now, it doesn't matter if you have $1 billion in the bank. It doesn't matter if you're packed your entire house full of gold. We're all going down together. And it drives me crazy to sit back and watch how we treat each other. We've got to change that. It drives me crazy to sit at an airport and let my wife go up to the baggage claim and get this gigantic bag that looks like you're moving to South Africa for 6 months. To sit back and watch 6 grown men watch her struggle to get that thing off, and none of them sit there. It drives me crazy to sit on a plane and have this little 4'6" woman trying to pack a bag up on the top, and a guy sitting there in his suit, his tie, and his first class, and got his drink and his wine, and to look at her and roll his eyes like it's her problem. Like, don't put your ass in my face. What's your problem? Get out of my way. We have completely lost our way. And if you don't think you're part of that, sorry, you are. I'm a part of it. We have to shift. 3 minutes and 30 seconds, we got time. We have to shift how we view the world. That next time someone cuts you off in traffic, I want you to sit back, hit the brakes, and say, wow, man, I'm probably going to do that in a week. That's just another human being going to work, like me, trying to put food on the table. Instead of driving up, honking your horn, flipping them off, and ruin both your days. What I'm saying right now, for you to remember, next to impossible. I've just spoken for about 14 minutes. You probably will not remember a damn thing I said. Fair enough. Some of you don't really care. Some of you think I'm an idiot anyways. Fair enough. Created this bracelet. It's childish. It's trivial. It's simple. A lot of people don't understand the power of it. A lot of people think there needs to be a big government. A lot of people think there needs to be a big outline of what's going to change this world. I'm telling you they're wrong. Scientifically proven. This is the only thing I talk about scientifically proven because it was on a car commercial. It wasn't an education thing I talked about. We have 3,000 thoughts a day. Who's this curly-haired kid who's sitting next to me? Is that guy really going to roll around the world? Is my wife or my husband mad at me? What are my kids doing? Why are they failing in school? Why'd that guy cut me off? Who's that person next to me? Look at that billboard. Is that a cat? Who's that jackass? Are the cameras working? Is my mic on? Who's up there? To get you to remember what I'm saying, next to impossible. But I promise you, if this is around your wrist, you will remember it. And for all of you out there that want to prove me wrong and tell me that a simple bracelet can't change the world like no one's ever thought possible, I'm just going to simply ask that you try this. It's worn as a reminder to do good. Here's the difference. As soon as you do good, you are physically going to take this off your wrist, you're going to hand it to that person, and it's their turn to pay it forward. It's going to bring back, Ron and Shauna like this, that human connection, what we all need. When you do give, when you do charity, the mind goes to one person giving, one person's a charity case. That's just the way it is. When you pass someone to pay it forward, you're trusting them. You're empowering them to do the same thing you just did for them sometime in the future. You are equal playing grounds. Doesn't matter if you have money or no money. That's the difference. This is the one thing all 7 billion people can be a part of, whether you have money or whether you don't. And for all those people out there watching, for all those people in the Pay It Forward group, for all those people that claim and tell me they don't know what they do to pay it forward or what to think of, or I can't think of something in a week, you've lost your minds. That person next to you right now may be having the worst day they've ever had. To look over at them, smile at them, see how their day's going, see if they need help, can simply shift their life like you can't believe. Every story we hear that comes back is never about the money, the car, the house, that corner office, that promotion. It's something that happened 30 years ago when a construction worker handed a rose to a lady in a parking lot and said, I simply just wanted to make your day better. That's the stories we get on our website, and that's the stories that make it. When I left my company and walked away from millions of dollars, that's the story that keeps me going. That's the story that tells me, like Troy, that I cannot give up on this. You can't either. The world is, stop crying. Stop crying, babe. The world is begging you. 5 seconds. The world is begging you to step up and do something. Please do something. Do something better than you did yesterday. Do something. It's your problem. This world is yours. Do something. Stop complaining. Stop thinking it's someone else's problem. Stop thinking it's the government, your boss, whoever the hell you think is your problem. Do something. Do something today. Everyone is going to get one of these bracelets, and all I'm asking you to do is to simply go out there in the next couple of days. Do something nice for someone. Take this off. Give it to them. See what that feeling was like. Remember that feeling you had when you were a kid? That feeling that you would do anything, no matter the color of their skin, no matter if they were an adult, a teacher, whoever the hell it was, you would do something for that person because you were a kid and you were taught nothing else but to be nice to that person. Do something nice and watch how cynical this world has become. When you open a door for someone, smile at someone, and you get tears from a grown human being because of something you did. As simple as that. Will you please pay it forward with me when you get a bracelet?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm done.